Hi everybody, Graham here with the latest on the updates for We Share Abundance and soap, and you can see there's still a little bit of light. We're getting lighter, and when we get the hour changed this weekend in the UK, it'll be lighter still, and we will be back into fully geared up for spring. Okay, been a beautiful day here today. Right. We should be broadcasting live on Twitch, YouTube, and in our Facebook group, We Share Abundance Publicly. And that is where I will see comments. And so that's where I'm heading in a moment. I can also then check that it is streaming live as it should be. Doesn't always work. But no matter which platform you're watching on, no matter what country you're from, whichever continent, whether you're a member, a guest, or somebody that's just dropped in to see what's going on, you're very welcome and appreciated. Thank you for your time. Thank you for being here. And let's head over to the Facebook group. If I can find the right tab. Facebook, We Share Abundance Publicly. And when we get there, which should be any second, there we go. If I scroll down, we should be able to see things, and hopefully, yeah, it looks like it's working. How about that? So we got Dave Jackson from the UK at the top of the comments list, followed by Russ Cowley, who was AWOL yesterday. He's got to be put on Jankers. No coke for his rum. Okay, we got Ramachandra from India. He is a UK resident also, but he is in India and has been for a long while. So we got Dave from London, Russ Cowley from Newcastle in the UK, Ramachandra from the UK, but in India. And we got Norman from Doncaster. Okay, and Ramachandra says it's working fine. Good. And I'm pretty much on time, although it says it's 4 minutes past now. But I did start things when it clicked over to 7 o'clock. So don't know how it gets to 4 minutes past so quickly. It's one of those things. I believe there are 2 clashing webinars with us at the moment. One for Tapestry, which is on at the moment. Tapestry are now in, can't remember how many countries, about 25, I think. They've not got into Europe yet, and that's because of the legislation for privacy and things. I can't remember what it's all called, but they have these heavy laws which you have to make sure you're not breaking, otherwise they can jump down on you. And so I think that's what they're working on. Once they get that sorted out, I think they'll be into Europe. Not sure if the UK now has those laws, because you're probably aware that they left the European Union, or whatever it's called, and are going it alone. So I don't know whether those laws still apply in the UK. Okay, dokie, what else? We've got Thobsa from South Africa, and we've got Amit from West Bengal in India. Yeah, so Tapestry have a webinar on, and I think so do Avazu. So we're competing, or they're competing with us, whatever. People can't be in all the places at once. So we got Akini from Nigeria, Kingsley from Manchester, UK. And we'll get started in just a moment with a short prayer, and then we'll get into the updates and let you know what's going on. Also, Instant Recall are getting ready now to launch and start paying, but they've had to change their structure for reasons that they did explain in a video to do with the information that they're pulling from Google and the deal that they've set up with Google. So now, instead of being totally free, it's $4 a month. I think it's actually $3.99, but to all intents and purposes, it's $4. So it's a $4 a month business. You get $1 for everybody that you refer on your first level. So if you refer 4 people, it'll be free. And you get $1 for everybody they refer. So if they all refer 4 people, you'll be making $16. But if you get 10 people, if you refer 10 people, it opens up levels 3 and 4. So if you've got 10 people and they all get 4, you'll be making $6 on your first level, and you'll have $40 on your second level, and you make 50 cents on level 3 and 4. So if they all got 4, you'd have $80 on your third level, and you would have $160 on your fourth level. But of course, if they want to open up those extra levels as well and they all get 10, it jumps up to over $5,000. So it's a good little business for just $4. They did intend to keep it totally free, but they've had to come to an agreement with Google for the information that they're pulling from Google, and so they've got to cover the cost there. So it is now a $4 business. That's instant recall, but they will be starting payouts on that very, very soon. As long as you pay your $4, you'll be in for payment. You can still join the app and use the other features of the app totally free. But if you want to get paid for referring others, then you'll need to pay $4 a month. Okay, that's updates on third-party programs. I've got a couple more updates that I'll cover later on, but right now let's get started. And we've got, who else have we got? We've got Queen Anna from Nigeria. And Ramachandra says, okay, thanks, I must welcome Amit. Have we seen Amit? I don't know. Anyway, let's get started. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love, each member may find the joy of service, and through that service, bless each member, that they may find true happiness and everything they need and want from you, Lord. Amen. And let's do our bit for world peace. Let's see if we can overcome all the evil vibes that are out there by just, from our hearts, wishing and putting it out into the universe for peace. And we've got this little affirmation that I use, and you're welcome to use it and think about it with me. I'm so happy and grateful for living in the United States of the world with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come on earth as it is in heaven, that we may all be freed from divisive inharmonies and become perfect citizens in body, mind, and soul of thy world. There was an interesting video from a guy, I can't remember his name now, but I posted it in the Facebook group, and it's about expressing things from your heart and how effective it is, and how that faith and emotion that comes genuinely from your heart gets into the realm of quantum physics, and where everything is possible. And he gave an example of a cancer tumor disappearing, you can say miraculously, but it's a simple law. It's a simple law. It's talked about in most of the religious books, the Bible, the Quran, the Bhagavad Gita, all mention this law. And it is the fact that if you get into that superconscious state, living the moment that you desire to be in, it must happen. And I don't know what happened there, but my my video disappeared, but it's come back. It must happen. Okay. So what else have we got? We've got Liz from Somerset, and we've got Andrew from New Zealand. So let me tell you what's been going on today. As you know, we did enable, or as you probably know anyway, we did enable automated withdrawals yesterday, and they are working. But we've had to make some changes to get through some of the bugs, just to smooth things out, really. A lot of changes in the admin area where things weren't showing properly. We weren't able to get the information we needed if people were asking questions and this sort of thing. We needed more information, and so there've been quite a number of bugs. I'm not sure whether they're all listed here, but a lot of them are. Where are we? The way it's displayed in your back office as well, we've changed, make it a little bit more functional. I'm just looking back through. We've been working on a lot of things today, a lot of I'm just going through there's no good me telling you what's happened in the admin area because it makes no sense to you. I think it was incorrect in that free members couldn't withdraw, but they can now anyway. They should have always been able to. Okay, the pop-up messages, apparently, I've not had time to check them, but they now display for long enough for you to read them. And they are important because when you put in a withdrawal request, it'll tell you that you've received an email with a one-time password that you'll need to enter, or you don't need to enter the password. I think you can just click on a link and it will then verify your withdrawal request. But you also need two-factor authentication. Sort date. Some of the ways it's displayed in your back office have been improved. You also need two-factor authentication to change your wallet address. You need two-factor authentication to change an email. I don't think that's been implemented yet, actually. There were a few other things as well. Okay, so pretty much that is completed, the withdrawals. I think we've cleared all the bugs in there. with the exception of one or two for the admin area that aren't really that important, but we can work around those. And the next major task, which is on Monday, will be the one-time coupon code. That's easy to implement, but we have other coupon codes that have been issued in the past, and we need, I say we, not me, but there needs to be a script written to make sure that those coupon codes will also be picked up and validated, and that should all take place on Monday. And then Tuesday, hopefully, we'll get on to the automated ID verification, and that will be a blessing because it'll smooth the process through, but it will also double check documents against national registers and things like this to make sure that they are not fake documents, they've not been photoshopped, and we get a lot of people just trying to fiddle the system. Our KYC team are very good at spotting it, but they don't have the access to the government records that are behind these identifications. And when we install the automated system, that will automatically check that information as well. So it'll be a lot more secure, a lot better for everybody, a lot faster, and we will need that, because although we're growing slowly at the moment, there will come a time where the growth will be much, much faster, and it'll grow exponentially, and we will need both the automated withdrawals and the automated ID in place. So all the withdrawals are done. There's nothing there now that needs to be done, I don't think, anyway. I'm going to have to check it later on again and make sure that everything is satisfactory. But as far as we're aware now, the automated withdrawals are up, running and working, and just make sure you get that two-factor authentication in your account. It's for your own good. If somebody hacks into your account, they can't do anything without that two-factor authentication, and they can't do that unless they've got your phone. So, as long as you hang on to your phone, your account is secure. So, and even without your phone, then somebody would, even if they'd got your phone, they wouldn't be able to get in because they'd have to get through all the passwords and things. So it is a good, solid, secure system, but you need to install that two-factor authentication. You will need it. You need to get used to using it. It's not something that I love. I've got lots and lots of them on here. It's the only reason I have that phone. It's because there are so many places now where you need that. I mean, it's even Google. If something happens, Google send you a message to say, enter your 2FA code. It might be for your email account or something. I don't know. It's happened to me on a couple of occasions. So do it. Get used to using it, and that way you'll know that your account is secure. Nobody's going to be able to steal your money, because you're going to make a lot of money in the near future through, first of all, the SOAP program, Success on a Plate, where you'll just be giving away coupons to generate immediate income, but more importantly, to build an ever-growing residual income. And that's where the big money is. Okay, you know, it's nice to make a few $100s a month giving away coupons. And for some, a few $100s a month could be life-changing income. But for everybody, when you get into 5, 10, 20,000 a month, that's life-changing for everybody. And that is available through the SOAP program, as long as you just build it consistently by giving away your allocation of free coupons. So that is that is why it's so important to have that two-factor authentication in. You know, if you've got a few $1,000s sat in your back office, people will want to get at it. There's a lot of bad people out there that'll do whatever they can to hack into your account. And as long as you've got that two-factor authentication in place, they can't do it. Your money is safe and you'll be able to withdraw it, and it will be automatic. You'll be able to withdraw it. At the moment, it could take up to 1 hour because we're running the process every hour. But as we get more and more withdrawals coming in, we'll cut the time down. We'll run it maybe every 45 minutes, then every 30 minutes, then every 15 minutes. And when we get thousands a day coming in, we'll be running it pretty much consistently, constantly, and the withdrawals will be instant. But at the moment, they could take up to 1 hour. Well, that's not too long to wait, is it? Okay. You can go out, give your coupons away today, make your withdrawal today, and be paid today. Okay. It can all happen within, you know, maybe it takes you an hour to give away your coupons, put in your withdrawal request. Maybe it's an hour. You know, within a couple of hours, you can have money there in your wallet to spend. Okay. So, so that's where we are with that. On my side, I've not made the time, I should say, out of the available time I have, to do very much today on the sales process and things. A number of reasons for it. One is my vehicle gave up the ghost. I've decided to scrap it and cut my losses. So I had to get to where it is, which is about 5 miles away, and there's no buses that get there. Well, there are, but you'd have to get a bus into another village and then a bus from that village. And the buses are infrequent. We get 3 buses a day here. There's one very early morning, there's one about 2 o'clock, and there's one about 5 o'clock. And so to get there and then get back on buses, it takes forever. You know, you can walk it in an hour and a half. So I had to go there, clear out the vehicle, get our possessions out of it. Had to get them back here and leave the keys with the people at the garage so that the vehicle can be collected. And unfortunately, it's going to scrap. It's a shame. It's a beautiful vehicle, but it's no good if it doesn't run, does it? You have a beautiful vehicle in the SOAP program, and it works, and it will always work, and we'll keep improving it. It's there. It's sat there for you. It's filled up with fuel. You've got the keys. Just get in, and you can drive it wherever your dreams take you. But my car won't. It's going to the scrapyard. So that's the first thing. And then I've had to be searching for another vehicle, and I have a very limited budget at the moment. So it cuts down the number of vehicles that there are, and living where I do, I'm trying to find a vehicle locally because and then there aren't any basically. So it means I may have to travel 30, 40, 50 miles to pick up a vehicle if I do find one that is within my budget at my age. People think I'm going to die tomorrow, so you can't get loans or leases or anything like that. And I need a vehicle just in case I don't die tomorrow. Okay, so that's taken up quite a bit of my day today as well, along with a few other things that have happened, and of course working with Devyani on getting all the bugs fixed. So hopefully tomorrow will be a little bit more productive. I have got a call late on tomorrow afternoon to a chap I've been talking to at a garage who has a part exchange coming in tomorrow that might suit me. So fingers crossed things will get sorted out. Okay, I see we've had Liz Groves from Somerset, just up the road from me, in here, and Andrew Dean from New Zealand, which is the other side of the world from me, and Deborah Nichols, which is halfway around the world in southern Alabama, USA. Not quite halfway around the world, but a few thousand miles away. Straight out that way, okay. We're pretty close to the Western Ocean, and that's it. So lovely to see all you people. So that's where we are. I apologize that I've not done very much for you, but there's plenty to go at already in there, and there will be more things moving tomorrow. Okay, let's have a look at the numbers. Similar numbers to we've had for the past 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I've not got the others. I've only got 4 days. We're on a new page, so we've only got 5 days on it. But they're very similar numbers. We have a net increase of 45 in our registered members, up to 50,975. We have net increase, of course, because we take out people that haven't logged in for 2 months and don't have active stakes. Obviously, they're not interested, so no good of having them cluttering up the database. So the net increase means we've got more people than we took out, and we always take out quite a few actually. Site ranking is still dipping, down 189 for We Share Abundance to 12,123, and down 799 for Multiply Weezer to 37,126. Multiply Weezer, no new email verified members, nobody new board advertising. Bonus pool went up just $1 to $9,785.76. Tokens pretty much the same. In fact, the value is up slightly for Weezer tokens to just over 1/3 of a cent. It was just under 1/3 of a cent yesterday, and the coin ranking there has gone up 13 places, but there's no trading to speak of. And similarly with We Share Abundance, it's gone up. It's showing at 344.28. It's 337 yesterday. Once again, no trading to speak of. But it's up 31 places in the coin ranking to 852. So the registered members, which is the most important thing at this moment in time, is steadily increasing. The tokens are stable and will start to increase more in liquidity, which is the important thing, and value, as we get more members in. So as we build that member base and that increasing number of members starts to do a little bit, then we'll see the whole thing starting to move along faster and get us where we want to go, which is with good liquidity for the tokens, increased value, particularly in the Wither token. And that's all going to happen this year. We are on track for that. It is working. We are putting things into place to make it easier for you. And the whole outlook is really bright. Okay. Any more? How can I invest in Nest Egg? I think you just, let me have a look. It's in your wallet somewhere, in your back office. Let me just have a look. I should know, shouldn't I? But I don't. I'm just having a look where it is. Just hold on. Okay, yeah, it is. Let me do a screen share for you. Let me do a screen share. Where is Melon up? Here we go. Bear with me while I work through their laborious system to get there. And I think we should be there with one more click. Let me get back to Facebook, make sure that that is showing. Should come up any minute. Yes, it has. Okay, so in your wallet, the left-hand column is Nest Egg Wallet. So if you click on that, it brings up the Nest Egg Wallet. And then if you click on Invest in Nest Eggs, you put in how much you want to invest, you know, maybe $50, maybe $5, whatever you want. And then you click on Calculate, and it gives you a bit of blurb here about it. You click on Calculate, and it tells you at the current market rate, you'll get 0.363 wheat abundance tokens. The current market value of the token is, okay? And then you can proceed to pay. If you're happy with all this, if you're not, you can click cancel, okay? Now that's as easy as that. So you proceed to pay, and you can pay with coin payments here, okay? That is, I think, the only option we have for you. So you've got to pay with coin payments, but you can use, Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, Dogecoin, Ether, Tron, Tether, or Waves. And there are videos on the website that go through that. I think we should add in more options, but at the moment that is the only option. I thought, in fact, we had another option, but it doesn't look like we have. I thought we had available cash wallet as an option as well, but it doesn't appear to be there. Okay, so there you go. So there you go, God's time. That's there for you. It's in your back office. If you struggle, get on to support and they'll help you. But it's not a really complicated process. It's fairly simple. Once you make your payment, it goes through. Those nest eggs will automatically appear in your back office. And for $50, you actually get, well, for $40, you'd get $100 worth of tokens at the current market rate. You pay 40% of the price. So that's the easiest way to look at it. If you put in $40, you will actually get $100 worth of tokens at today's price. They'll be in your Nest Egg wallet then, and when they're transferred automatically in 6 months' time to your Wheat Abundance wallet, there's a very good chance that they will be worth a lot more than the current market value. Okay, we can't promise that, but it's been the case since we started 2 years ago that our token value has consistently risen, with the exception of a period where we gave away too many tokens to people, and they were desperate for cash, and everybody's trying to sell them, and we had to deal with runaway inflation, in fact, in the same way that countries have dealt with it, and that is we issued a new currency, but we didn't scrap the old currency. The old currency is there. We exchanged it for our members for the new currency, and we gave them the old currency back, and it's still there. And we are rebuilding. We're in the process of rebuilding faith and value in that original currency, and but our new currency is stable. We've learned our mistakes. We've learned from our mistakes, and it will just keep going up in value. Let's put it that way. Okay. Ruscali says, all my nest eggs have matured and I'm sitting pretty. Yeah, and you are sitting pretty because we are going to see huge improvement in liquidity through this year. And we will be introducing, I can't tell you when, but this year, it will definitely be this year, through secondary staking, a way that you can earn an income from your stockpile of nest eggs or your stockpile of tokens in your Wiz Abundance wallet, by staking them, and the rewards from that staking will go into your available cash wallet. So you won't lose, you won't have to cash in your balance, your wealth, your stocks and shares, if you like, in We Share Abundance, because that's effectively what they are. You will be able to get a dividend on them. So it's something that will be a boon to all you people that have, particularly if you've got a big pile of them. It will probably be limited amounts that you can use for secondary staking initially, but that will gradually grow as the liquidity grows. And so people that have a lot of tokens, like people like Russ and a lot of others, you will be able to actually generate probably a living wage from secondary staking of those tokens in time. Maybe not by the end of this year, but there will be income derived from them by sometime this year. Okay, so it's all good stuff. And of course, if you've got people that are big lottery winners, they'll have a lot of tokens in there. I mean, we've had people that have won almost $100,000 in the lottery, and those are all there in tokens. And if you're getting, just a small percentage on that paid out as a dividend, which it's not really a dividend, it's staking rewards, but it's an easy way to look at it is like a dividend on shares. People that have shares in the stock market, they win in two ways. One way is they're looking for appreciation in the value of those shares. So they hope that when they buy the shares at $1, they're going to go up to $2 or $5 or $10 or whatever. And people become very, very wealthy because of investing in shares. Okay, some people lose as well. They make bad decisions. But in addition to that capital appreciation, which you're going to see in your Wiz Abundance tokens, there will also be like the equivalent of a dividend, because most shares that people hold, they pay a dividend at least once a year and usually twice a year, and it can be 1%, 5%, 10%. It's very rarely as big as that, but that's income from those shares, and the capital appreciation is another aspect. And so we're building that in to what you have in your back office there. The wealth that you're accumulating will grow. You'll get that capital appreciation, and you will also, in the near future, and I talk about the near future, I'm talking within 2022, start to see income derived from those holdings as well. So it's a bright future. Okay. Right. I think I've covered everything. No, there was something else. Oh yeah. One of the third-party programs, it's been pointed out to me that the guy behind the latest program has some sort of court case going that's been brought against him for something that happened, I think, in 1972. I may be wrong. No, it won't be that long ago. That must be wrong. I've forgotten the date, but it's probably 10 years ago or a little bit more. He's been charged with some misdealings along with a group of other people. Whether that gets proven or not is another matter, but it does cast perhaps doubt on his integrity, although it's something that we'll have to wait and see. My personal stand on anything is, until somebody's proven guilty, they're innocent, and that's the law in the UK, and that's the way I feel it should be. And I'm prepared to trust anybody until they prove that they are untrustworthy. I know that the guy that has sponsored us into this program, that's called, what's it called? Let me look at, I can't even remember what it's called. Omega or something like that, I think. Where is it? Yeah, Amiga Digital. Okay, it's called Amiga Digital. I know that the guy that sponsored me into Amiga Digital, I've known him for some time. We've been involved in networking together in the past, or probably about 10 years ago. So I've known him for a while, and he has automated withdrawals on a daily basis from Omega Digital, quite sizable ones, around about $1,000 a day. He is getting automatic withdrawals from his account. That is something that can be achieved with Omega Digital. The guy behind it isn't hiding. I mean, he's out there. He's got his name up there. He tells you where he lives. He's got the whole thing. It's quite open and transparent. So my stance is, okay, until he proves that this program is not what it was said to be, and it seems to be at the moment, I'll give him my trust. So I just wanted to add that in. So that's Amiga Digital. But whatever you get involved in, whichever program, you should never, ever put in more than you are prepared to lose. Not that you can just afford to lose, but that you're prepared to lose. You've got to treat what you put into something as money that has been spent. It's gone, okay? Now, anything that you get back then is a bonus. And if you can get to the point where you're breaking even, that's wonderful. What I will tell you is we started the WeShare Abundance account with the minimum amount of 0.002 Bitcoin. I think at the time I did it, it was about $85 worth. But Bitcoin has increased in value since then, so it might be the equivalent of maybe $100 now. But we have so far been able to step up to the next level. So we have now an investment level of 0.004 Bitcoin. And you can do that through the system. You don't have to refer people, but it takes longer if you don't refer people. But as you go through the system, it builds up, and the money that you've got there, you can reinvest. You can either reinvest it at the same level, or you can do what I did, and that's step up to the next level because it always doubles up. Or you can draw it all out, and say, I've had enough, boom, I'm taking my cash and I'm going home, okay? So it's there, it's available to you. What you've got to do is keep logging in to check. There's a little bar on your account that shows how far you've got with your current package, to call it. And when it gets to 100%, then you've got to either reinvest from your income. You can do it from your income. You don't have to get, put your hand in your pocket again. You can reinvest at the same level, upgrade to the next level, or draw it out, all of it or part of it, whichever you choose. So those are your options. But if you don't do anything when it's got, when that little bar's got to 100%, then any commissions that you would have from people that you have referred, you would forfeit them if you don't have an active package. So you need to keep logging in. Just check that little bar on your dashboard. When it gets to 100%, then you can choose. You say, okay, I want to either carry on at the same level, or I'm going to upgrade, or I'm going to pull my money out. And you can, as I say, pull out all of it or part of it, upgrade at the same level, upgrade to the next level, which we've done. And it is working very well, as I say, for the guy that I know, my sponsor. And I know his fiance. I helped his fiance a lot. And that was how we really got connected, because his fiance is in the UK and he's in the States. And so it was difficult for her to work directly with him. So I helped him, his fiance, in the program that we were involved in at the time, even though she wasn't in my downline, but we worked together. And I helped her. And so that's how we built the relationship, really. So that's what that program is. You can get started if you choose, but never put in more than you're prepared to lose. You can get started for about $100 in Bitcoin. It's Bitcoin in, Bitcoin out. And while Bitcoin is increasing, it's starting a bull run now. It's going up a little bit earlier than most years. Doesn't normally start increasing till probably around about June, where it starts to really move a little bit, and it increases rapidly from sort of September to December usually, and then it jumps back or falls back down usually in January, February, stabilizes a bit in March, and that's the normal pattern. But it started its bull run a bit earlier. I believe, just my personal opinion, that Bitcoin will hit $100,000 and more by the end of this year. So if you've got something in there and it's doubling your Bitcoin up every now and again, without recruiting, you should double your money roughly every 3 months. So if you put $100 in today, end of March, it'd be 200 by, with compounding, which is automated, but you don't have to do it, but it is automatically done if you don't stop it. Okay. With compounding, it'll double roughly in about 3 months. So $100 today would give you $200 worth of Bitcoin at today's value in 6 months' time. 400, not in 6 months' time, in 3 months' time, in June, 400 by September, and 800 by December. But if Bitcoin has increased as much as I think, which is going to be about 1.5 times where it is now, that would mean that would be actually $1,200. So you can turn $100 into $1,200 if everything goes okay passively. Is there a risk? Yeah. So don't put in more than you're prepared to lose. Okay. Right. Let's have a look now. How can I've done that one. Kelly's. Norman first. How high does the membership have to grow to trigger founder members payments? 45,000 active members, Norman. I'm not sure what our active count is, but I won't know, or I could find out. I could get Deviani to pull the figure for me, but we'll get that figure at the end of the month, which isn't that far away now. We're only 7 days away from the month end. So I'll have the active figures. It was about 7,000 at the end of last month, but we're going to see the active membership increasing because people want to get involved in SOAP. So it's not the registered members, it's active members. And it's active members that will be building the business from here on in. I am expecting us to get to that 45,000 members. We were pretty close at one stage, but people got disillusioned because of we had to replot our course. It was the same course, but we had to find ways of getting beyond. We had some headwinds, you know, and we had to get through them, and we had to find ways of doing that. So we've had to tack a little bit, you know, to get back on track. And we will this year, I'm pretty sure, get back up to 45,000 active members and beyond there. But it is active members and it is 45,000. It's always been based on active members, Norman. Okay. And Russ Cowley does have an idea. So, so there you go. There's a lot to be said for rum and coke. Okay. Where are we now? I think that's it. I think we're done for today. There is a lot going on. You don't have to get involved in the third-party programs. They're optional. And they are in your back office in the downline builder. It's the best place to join from. That way we're keeping the integrity of everybody's lines of sponsorship. But if you do, we have people that have made good money now in IPC. I think pretty much everybody that came in at the beginning has more than got their money back from IPC. How long will it go on? I don't know. You never know with these third-party programs. We all caught a cold a bit with SoBuy, and because of that, I'm hoping that through IPC and ED, whatever it's called, that one I've been talking about. I've forgotten what it's called again now. Amiga, not EDOD. We will generate some income that'll help to offset the losses that people made with the so-buy program. So is it our responsibility to do that? No, because as I say, everybody should do their own due diligence and not put in more than they're prepared to lose. But I think it's the ethical thing to do. And so we will do that if and when we're in a position to do it. Okay, so that pretty much covers it. I don't have any more to add. I don't see any comments coming in now. There is one in Ramachandra, I'm seeing, is in I think that symbol is for YouTube, the little video thing. So I think he's in YouTube as well. So but no questions there, but it is showing comments from YouTube, which is a rarity. But that's it from me for today. Be weekend tomorrow. No rugby. No. The test match was going pretty well for England, but they have a happy knack of turning things that are going well into things that are going badly. I'm not sure where they are now, but it was going pretty well at about tea time there. But that's it from me for today. God bless you all, and I love you all. Keep sharing love and abundance, and until tomorrow, goodbye, goodbye. I wish you all goodbye, goodbye. I wish you all goodbye all together. Do. Oh, goodbye, goodbye. I wish you all goodbye, goodbye. I wish you all goodbye. Do.